Wouldn't change a thing.
I'll take you that.
Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never would. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. This is Bob.
We won't get fooled.
I think I lost you already. You said something and then I can't hear
Yeah,
you. Oh, there
I'm
you,
here.
there you are. Okay. You said something, but I couldn't even understand what it was.
That's all right. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. It was in code. Only certain people can understand
It was, yeah. I've just triggered 4 sleeper networks.
it. The woods are
All
lovely,
my
dark and deep.
fembots have come to life.
The woods are lovely, dark and deep.
All of these young ladies working at different hairstylists are now under my control.
You ever see that telephone with Charles Bronson?
Yeah, I did, I think. Oh my goodness. How are you doing tonight, Miles?
Did
Okay.
you fall asleep during that movie too, or
I did not. I don't think so.
not?
I did not. I fell asleep. I'll tell you what I fell asleep under a blanket. But the
Smell
so
like
the
farts.
weekend I tried to watch this movie called The Painter, which was supposed to be an action movie,
Yeah,
and it had one of your favorite actors in it.
Jason Statham.
I do like a good Jason Statham movie, but it was not him. It
Uh,
was everybody's talking at me. I can't hear a word they're saying. And he was, going to get books in exchange for some things. Joe Buck.
Okay.
How many more hints do I have to give you?
Yeah, okay. John
Father of
Voight.
Angelina Jolie.
John Voight. Yeah, I got it.
It's
Yeah.
a newer John Voight movie, obviously made overseas, I think.
Okay.
He was not the I mean, he was one of the main actors, but there was another guy who was kind of the action guy. It was just, I don't know, it was so boring. I fell asleep in it. And it was like number 8 on the Paramount streaming top 10 movies for the moment or something.
And you fell asleep.
And I just conked right out. It was like watching paint dry. They should the Painter was definitely a good name for it.
Yeah.
Because it was just like watching paint dry. And then I conked out. I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and then John Voight was playing a Frenchman, and I'm like, "What happened?"
Oh,
Enchanté.
mon
He sounded
Creole.
kind of like a homeless Pepe Le Pew.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, that John Voight's best. It's certainly very far from
Yeah.
His days as Joe Buck and
Rack.
yeah, or any of his good movies, Deliverance,
Runaway Train.
National Treasure. None of them.
Runaway Train.
Nah, nothing. I mean, this obviously was a paycheck movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just not a good movie. Don't watch it. Nobody will. Unless you want to have a good nap.
We won't.
Unless you really want a really good nap, then watch.
I'm very choosy about my movies. Like, I really don't like a slow starting movie.
All of my recommendations come from MrSkin.com.
Well, not all of them.
Not all of my recommendations, only a good portion. That's all.
Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah. So, that's not all that happened to me recently.
Okay.
So I've been trying to be the Charles Nelson Riley of podcasting for a couple of years.
No, you are. You're not trying to be. You are.
I am. Okay. Well, I appreciate your backing me on this.
Yeah.
So it's been 2 years now that I've, kind of been ingratiating myself on other places. And I have a couple of stories about that. So I was recording with a group, and it went really well, but kind of toward the end, I had like some really bad stomach cramps.
What were you talking about?
I'm trying to remember. But I mean, I had like a lot of gas building up at the end of it. I was like, I really wanted to wrap, if you're the guest,
Yeah.
there's no real good way to wrap it up. It's kind of up to the other people to wrap it up. And so like my belly was getting very full of bad farts.
Yeah.
And I was like in distress.
What are you talking about? Sasquatch? I mean, what are you talking about?
No, I wasn't talking about Sasquatch. I'm trying to remember the topic area now, to be honest with
Well,
you.
I mean, if you're going to bring us into your world, I mean, you can't just stop there.
I was talking about fairies, honestly. I think it was about fairies.
Well,
and I don't. Well, I mean the magical kind.
Yeah, well, there are some magical ones. Yeah, that's true. There are some magical ones.
My stomach was just like, it started going crazy, and I was like, "Oh no, this is really bad news." Because I've never even farted on this show. I think you have several times, but I have not.
Yeah. So what?
Well, I know. Well, we haven't been recording, but there's been more than on one occasion where you talked to me from, the home office there, the household.
All right.
And sometimes you're sitting, and sometimes you're standing.
All right.
And it's really, I don't like that. But
yeah,
I've never farted while I was being recorded, and so I didn't want it to happen, and so I was really holding it back.
Just hit the mute button. Mute yourself.
Well, I could have done that, but I was really engaged in this fairy talk. And I didn't give myself any openings to release, to open my spit valve or what. What would you say?
My spit valve.
I was trying to think of a good euphemism for having to fart.
Oh, your fart box.
Well, no, I was trying to be, masking a little bit. So anyway, I went a little longer, and then I got done, and then I couldn't fart.
Oh, the worst. Yeah.
And so then I'm just like all bloated and feeling terrible. And then I ran into the bathroom. This was at night, and so then my wife is like, "What the hell are you doing?" And and I'm like, I gotta go. I mean, I better not chance it.
Yeah.
This is like, some kind of fermented alcohol or something.
Yeah.
And I just let loose, and I had probably one of the biggest bowel movements at 11 o'clock I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Jeez. You gotta be okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're gonna be okay. I took a picture of it.
I just want to tell you that it was somewhat painful.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so this isn't easy, folks. You got to hang in there, even with
Yeah.
even with some major gas backup there.
Let's talk about the wee fairies, shall we, Bob?
Wee fairies.
Okay, hold on.
I think I got a fairy coming out my butt.
I got a hunk of brown snake out. Hold on.
Oh, but it was I was in pain. I was like
Yeah.
it was like, I was like, masking the pain.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. I've never had
Are,
that. I mean, even
are you
talking
gonna
to
be
you,
okay?
happened,
I
huh?
mean, are you gonna be okay? Or I mean, you
I
sound like
don't know. I think I'll be fine, but
yeah.
I really don't like to poop out of time. So it was really disconcerting to me.
Poop out of time.
I am really quite a scheduled person.
Oh, okay. All right.
I know you're not. I know you would just, you just like, I need a break from life for a moment. I'll go take a shit. That's you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is too much. By the way, I got irritable bowel, folks, so I got to go take it.
I have a very active system, so really,
Yeah,
not even like a choice at this
yeah.
point.
Somebody would say an overactive system, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm very regimented, and so this was way off course. Way
Yeah.
off course. I've been trying to pinpoint, like, because I do.
Are you gonna
Hmm?
Are you gonna do like enemas before the show now? So you're like, okay.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I've gone to that level.
You're not gonna do like
But
the coffee enemas or something.
it was really quite a way. And then my wife's worried about me because this is so totally unusual. You know what I
He
mean?
never poops after 10. I just don't know
well,
what's
no,
wrong with him.
I don't poop. I don't poop after like 6. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Goodness.
give me a break.
I'm telling you, I am. I used to be more regimented. This is actually, I'm very loose right now compared to before.
I think this guy's got an Excel worksheet going.
I used to really be. I used to be on a really tight schedule. Yeah.
I was on a ski vacation as a young man, and I actually won the contest of who pooped on the most occasions.
Well, that's not surprising whatsoever.
And I beat 3 other people that were with me. So
yeah, who were all
hands down
overeaters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hands down. I won that. Hands down.
They're like constant greasy food, and you still beat them. Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
Yeah, they're like, down in bottles of castor oil or something, trying to get things through their system.
I don't think they committed. I mean, you got to want it. You know what I'm saying? You got to commit.
Well, I know you. There's some affinity for the bathroom with you. You really do. It's like your safe place.
I mean, I can't run a marathon, no, but man, you give me like who can poop on the most occasions, I'll get you. I'll come, man. I will.
Oh my goodness! Did you
I'll
have to
destroy
prove this? Was there some kind of?
You were invited to either use your nose or sight if you were interested in proving it to others.
I'm assuming that most people use their nose.
Yeah. No one came in and actually saw it. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I actually have a picture of a friend charting on I think we had like a paper plate up on the wall.
A paper. How apropos.
And I will black out his face, but yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I will post this picture.
Send it to me. It'll be the show.
I will. All right. I think
I'll make sure that he doesn't have. You don't disclose his person.
I won't disclose. You don't like this person, but let's just leave it at that.
Who of your friends do I like?
No, I mean you really don't like.
Oh, it's that guy. He's such
that guy. Yeah. Okay, that's all you need to know.
Ass hat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that guy.
God. Yeah, just leave it at that.
Okay.
We're divorced now, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, he deserved to be.
Yeah.
He was like in an abusive relationship with everyone he knew, including himself.
Pretty much, yeah. I have not seen this guy in years.
Total asshat.
I have not seen this gentleman in years. Yeah, I have not talked to him.
Well, then maybe I will just let his picture go out there and say he's
no. I don't need that, man. Come on.
Okay. I'll keep his anonymity. Just send me the picture.
Like, I'm not going to put a classmate's picture up just so people can laugh at his face. You know?
You don't think?
Like the guy pictured on there.
Yeah, I was going to say this poor guy that you got to use this picture right now.
That's not even me. That's the funny part. It's a classmate.
Yeah, I know. Everybody thinks it's you, but it's somebody else.
I don't even know if this guy's alive or not.
Yeah, I was going to say he probably is.
The guy in the picture, man. I don't know. He was pretty weird, man.
So, it's tough being a guest, especially when you have a little,
Yeah,
a little gurgly,
Yeah.
tummy, as Winnie the Pooh would say.
Ooh, those fairies give you the tinglies.
I've got a rumbly in my tummy. Yeah.
I got the tinglies in my belly.
Yeah. So yeah, that was If I had a record of not going to the bathroom after 9 o'clock, I just defeated it.
Yeah. Oh.
I can't remember the last time.
Yeah.
I was sick probably the last time that happened.
Yeah.
Like with a virus of some kind. This time I didn't. I just I must have eaten something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have a huge varied diet like you do, where you're eating, beef stroganoff every other day or something. I don't know.
I
Double
don't
eggs
know.
and shit like that.
No. Ugh, you're naming off everything I wouldn't eat.
Juice meatballs.
I'll have me a good meatball. Yeah, why not?
I don't eat any of that, but anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm very regulated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm just telling you, I'm suffering to do these things. Just
I hope you're okay, man. I know you pride yourself on doing these shows.
You could care less.
A conversation with Jethro Modine.
Yeah, I would love to talk to Jethro Bodine.
Max Bear Jr.
Max Bear Jr. Tell me, when you made Macon County Line,
yes,
were you of the right mind?
Did you have to poop?
Did you have to poop so bad in Macon County?
Because I just pooped after 6. I don't know.
In that county, they only had outhouses. I recall back in the 70s.
Honey, check me out. I just pooped after 6.
What?
Get the mag light, honey. I pooped after 6. I want you to check me out. All right, Bob. Whatever you say.
I swear to God, I'm going to get hemorrhoids.
I'm going to get the dishwashing rubber gloves out. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Got to fire up the bidet.
Let me get out the ice tongs here.
So what's going on with you?
I got a speculum here, Bobble.
Oh my God. What's up with you? Enough about me. What's up with you?
Oh my God. I cracked myself up. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're cracking yourself. Terribly cracking yourself up. You're gonna be okay.
I'm glad no one listens to this show. Anyway, so so a couple weeks ago, I get this thing from my bank, and it's like, hey, Miles, we would like to reward you with free tickets to a basketball game.
Oh yeah, the old free basketball game scam. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what's this? This is a total.
You write back and you're like, how far away am I from the cheerleaders?
Yes, because I like boobies. And I'm like, this is total bullshit. I know it, because you got to go through these screens, what's your age and what's your authenticity and things like that.
Right. How much do you make every year?
Yeah. Do you like pogo? And I'm like, all right, this is bullshit.
Bears memorabilia.
Yeah. And so I go through all this crap, and all of a sudden I was like, okay, there you go, 4 tickets to, this such and such game. I'm like, oh, maybe this isn't bullshit.
Electronic tickets they just give you?
Yes.
What's
Yes.
your mother's maiden name? What's your social security number?
Yeah, and it's like you can either keep them or try to resell them.
What?
I'm like, well, no, I'm not going to resell them. I mean, road trip a little bit, and
Mhm.
so my youngest son wanted to go, and unfortunately, everyone else kind of had to work and do stuff and was busy, which is fine.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, well, darn it, these suckers are going to miss out on a great time and
So now I can lay across 2 seats.
yeah, I don't have to suck it in, I can all right. So so it was in Des Moines, and we got there no problem, and we parked no problem. So I'm like, man, this is just going so smoothly. We're here early.
No problem.
No problem. I mean, this is just like too good to be true. You know me, I'm always late and this and
Right.
that.
Exactly. You always
My
have to talk
phone
to
is,
the
out of
bathroom.
battery, so we can't get to the ticket. I like, no, it's all perfect. It's like, my God, this is so good. And it was a little chilly out. And my son's like, should I bring my jacket? I'm like, nah, don't be a pussy, man. Come on. Not realizing we had like 4 blocks to walk,
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's like under 20 degrees out.
not
Like,
warm
oh.
yet. I mean, it's
Yeah,
been
he's like,
warmer, but not warm.
so he's like t-shirt and jeans, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever, okay. And not realizing that this walk, it's a little deceptive because it's literally like uphill.
Uh-oh.
Like the closer you get, the more steep this thing starts getting. You're like, oh shit.
I have worked more for these 4 tickets than anything else in my life.
I know. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like huffing and puffing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm, climbing up Monk's Mound down by St. Louis there, Cahokia, I'm just like, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mound, yeah. The largest mound in the Native American communities.
Thank you, Wikipedia. And so we get there, and the lady's checking us in. She's like, "Oh, well, you haven't completed the whole download thing. You had to put them like in a wallet or something." I'm like, "What?"
Oh yeah, they always get you with a wallet.
So I throw it at my son. I'm like, "You figure it out." He's like, "Okay, hold on."
You're like, "Here, Chilly Willy."
Yeah. And so we get up there, and there's some young ladies, some cheerleaders there waiting to greet me, of course. And I'm like, hey, let's get a picture, let's bring it in for your old uncle.
Let's commemorate this momentous occasion that I walked up a hill.
Yeah, like I was like, and I conned this old man to like some old fart works there, I'm like, hey, old fart, take our picture, will you? And he's like, what?
Where was your son at this point?
Oh, he was like 50 yards away. He wanted nothing to do with.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's
being smart.
He's classy. I'm not. Yeah, he's like, no,
I'm classy. Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, F you, man. I'm doing it. And, got
I
that done.
I can't pass up this opportunity.
And I thought the old fart was like snapping off a bunch of pictures, right? No, luckily he got it because he just snapped one. I'm like, you old dick, god damn it!
What was he doing?
I don't know. I thought he was taking a bunch of pictures.
He downloaded all of your personal information.
Yeah, I know. He was going through like, oh, the sub girls. Oh, what's this?
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, let's do some interesting. Yeah.
His mom's hot. Woo. And so I'm like, all right. And we get a little bit to eat and stuff like that. And
right, yeah. So how much these free tickets cost you?
we had to get a motel room, of course. We had to take gas and food. So I'm like, $500 into this thing, like,
right. I was gonna say, these free tickets.
Plus I had to miss some work too. So, and my son's like, well,
wait a minute, you missed work for this?
Well, the game started at 6:30. I mean, I had some travel and stuff. I mean, I don't live in Des Moines.
Yeah, right? I know you don't live in Des Moines, but I thought maybe you just, lead-footed it up there.
No, come on.
I can't believe you missed the things you'll do, the stupid shit that you do for this, and then other times I'm like, hey, we can go do that.
It was free.
I can't take the time.
It was, you understand? They lured me in when they said it was free, okay? I thought,
I
okay,
typically buy all your food when I'm with you, so
I
mean,
know. I just thought, well, maybe center court. I'll be by all the cheerleaders and all this.
yeah.
I've got all this, free food in my head. I'm like, man, this. I know it. I know it. This bank would not cheap out like this,
Mhm.
And we go up there, and I realize like our seats are at the very fucking top. I mean, you cannot sit any higher than what we were. We were the top row.
The guy's like, I can't believe I got rid of these tickets to some chump
Yeah.
who's gonna drive and get a hotel. We sold a hotel, we sold food,
Yeah.
we sold picture with the cheerleaders, we sold it all.
And like we get up, there's like half a dozen people there in that area roughly.
Yeah.
And
They all got like sticks and rocks and they're trying to live.
yeah, and I'm like, did you guys get free tickets from Yoo-Hoo Bank? Like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, we all got effed on this deal, huh? Yeah.
Worst seats ever.
And I mean, this whole place is not even a quarter full, I'd say. Not even a quarter full.
Who was
Like
playing?
a pretty it was like a farm team for like the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay.
Kind of a G League.
And who else?
The Osceola Magic.
Okay.
And
oh my gosh.
And so yeah, so we did
Nobody
that.
paid for seats at this game, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I think everyone just got free tickets. I'm
I
like,
think
oh,
was like, hey, you know what's something good you could do for your customers? Give them free tickets to this.
So
Yeah.
So my bubble got burst immediately because I'm like, oh well, so much for
exclusivity and
I thought maybe we'd be in a box, or something cool, or I'm like, no.
I can't believe you're such a nut, I swear.
I see free, I go nuts. Okay, I was just trained this way. Okay,
get you, goodness.
I'm telling you, I go nuts. I see something free. I'm like, no, come on.
I'd be like, no thanks, I'm not leaving the house.
I'm like, who in the hell could try to resell these tickets? I mean, who the hell would want?
Exactly what I'm saying. Nobody would want them.
I mean, I didn't show you all the pictures.
Guy who owned the parking garage that you paid to park at is the one that gave you those tickets. He's like, hey.
Yeah. No, he only hit me up for $5. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, really? He's like, yeah, it's $5.
It's 0 or 5. So there you go.
I'll take 5. All right.
Exactly. He took 5. I mean, he ate better than you did at the end of the night. I can tell you that.
So we ducked out about halftime and we went to have some barbecue across the street.
You didn't even stay for the whole game?
No. I mean, at that point, our bubbles
your wife doesn't let you run off on your own very much.
No, we went out to eat, had some barbecue, and you're not the only one that gets to eat at nice restaurants, Bob. Sorry. What I thought was a complete dick move, though. We were there.
Didn't send me the picture of the barbecue. I usually send you a picture.
Well, I don't do that. Come on, only you do that. And no, I thought it was a complete dick move, though. Like they had seated like this big family of like 10,
Mm-hmm. And you guys were in the middle?
No. They were like on the other side of the restaurant there, which is fine. I'm like, well, we're getting ready to leave. And like literally 2 minutes later, like this family of 4 shows up, like mom, dad, 2 little kids, and they're like, oh, we're sorry, we're closed. Sorry.
Oh, really?
I'm like, that's a dick move. I think these guys got like little kids and stuff. Like, nope, sorry, out, get the F out. I'm like, what the Jesus? I don't know. I still
gotta have limits. You gotta set limits.
I guess. I was like, nope, sorry.
I mean, you got your free barbecue, and so you should be happy.
No, I didn't get no free barbecue. Come on.
Oh, I thought maybe that was part of the package.
No, my package ended minutes ago. Yeah.
So you got free tickets, drove all the way there, got a hotel, all this expense, and then didn't even stay for the whole game. You don't even know who won. You don't even know who was playing.
They lost. They lost. And then
you don't even know if it was Osceola Magic versus you don't even know if it was the name of the Timberwolves Farm League.
Wolves. It's Iowa Wolves.
Oh, they're the Iowa. You didn't say that. You said
I didn't send you all my pictures, so that's why.
Okay.
And so we went back to the hotel and this and that, and blah blah blah. And you stay at a lot of hotels. I know that.
I
right?
do,
And
unfortunately.
this
I
is
have, yeah.
this is the conclusion of the shitty story. But you get these continental breakfast in the morning.
Right, yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, all right. So like these rooms are way too small. Like it's just like full of like fucking tables and seats, or like it's way too.
Cramped, huh?
You go to these places. I
Right,
know.
yeah. You're knocking all the salt shakers off with your giant belly.
Yeah, right. You're like everyone's in your way because there's like chairs up their ass. Like Jesus, you can't move.
Every time you walk by, people will go foghorn.
And my son says I'm an asshole. I don't try to be an asshole. It just turns out that way, And
Yeah.
I shut up. So there wasn't a lot of variety, but I'm like, oh, scrambled eggs, okay, all right, and biscuits and gravy, which I just started eating recently. I'm like, okay,
Probably shouldn't even be on your menu, but okay.
yeah, and
that's all you need is biscuits and gravy. Holy shit!
Well, so I started eating it, and everything is like lukewarm, like barely warm. I'm like, this tastes like shit.
It was free.
Well, yeah, it's built into the price.
Now all of a sudden you wise up to the free thing. Oh, it's built into the price.
So my son's there making his own waffle, and all I said was, stay away from the biscuits and gravy. That's all I said. And like right behind me was the lady who tends to the food. And
such an ass.
She side eyes me like, what?
Oh yeah.
Afterwards, my son's like, yeah, Dad, you said that just as loud as you could. I'm like, no.
Right.
He goes, no, everyone heard you in there. I'm like, no, they didn't. I just said stay away from the biscuits and gravy. That's all I said. So you're going to be an asshole.
Gravy's made from horse.
Oh my God. Hard biscuit. Hard.
That's what the gravy's for.
Yeah, well, the gravy didn't loosen it up. I'm telling you right now. Like, man.
Oh my God. You have to get yourself over this free stuff. God.
I felt bad, like the hostess. Like I kind of was goofing on her food, like,
right there. Just like, I cut open that bag at 6:30 this morning, you fucker.
I go, no, what if you had like an allergy to biscuits? And I was trying to warn you, like, hey, stay away from those biscuits. That's what I meant.
The kid's heating up a giant Belgian waffle. I don't think he's got any allergy to biscuits. It's like a waffle is bigger than your head.
Oh, so yeah,
Dad, I can't have any gluten. He's got like a fucking frisbee full of gluten he's heating up right now.
Yeah. And so we left. That was the end. We left. I go, man, my bed.
Did you just drive back? Did you go right, but didn't do anything else while you were in town?
We did. Well, yeah, no, we did. Yeah, we went. Well, I'm going to stretch out the show about another half an hour if I even go into
there. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
But I just want to say one last thing is I go, man, my bed was a little soft last night. We got our own beds,
Oh, wow.
He goes, he's like, yeah, Dad, you must got the bang bed. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I don't want to know this.
Oh my gosh. He's like, well, it wasn't that last night. It was the masturbatory bed. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
It was like sleeping in biscuits and gravy. It's so soft.
Stay away.